Congratulations, class of 2020. Your journey to this moment is one that you, your friends, and family will never forget. You should be proud. You've handled the challenges that have come your way with a combination of perseverance, confidence, and grace. Please know that your community has rallied to let you know you're a very special graduating class and that we here at FCPS recognize your achievements as seniors. You join young people across the nation right now who are graduating under the shadow of a global pandemic. But I know that you are stronger for it, wiser for it, and you are kinder for it as well. The world is changing, and we're looking to young people like yourselves to lead us into the future. I am truly excited about the opportunities that await you. Go out into the world and embrace all it has to offer. Find your joy. And now I leave you with the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. My wish is that you will find comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, love to complete your life. Congratulations on your graduation, class of 2020, and I wish you all the best on your next great adventure.
Hi, this is Karen Corbett Sanders, the school board member from the Mount Vernon Magisterial District, and I am so proud to be here with my colleague Tammy Daranack Koufax of the Lee District as we celebrate the majors graduating this year. 2020 is a perfect vision, and class of 2020, we are inspired by you, and we know that our world will be a better world because of your leadership. Congratulations, class of 2020. We have major pride in you.
Thank you, Karen. I too want to extend my congratulations to the class of 2020. You did it. To our seniors at Mount Vernon High School, I am honored to be celebrating with you today. You have worked hard to earn your diploma. You've made great friendships and memories, and you have more strength and resilience than you know. You are ready to launch. We are very proud of you, and we wish you much success in your life's next adventure.
Hi, I'm Karen Keys-Gamara.
I'm Rachna Sizemore-Heiser.
I'm Abrar Omesh, and we're your 3 at-large members on the Fairfax County School Board.
And we're here to say
Congratulations to the class of 2020.
We are so incredibly proud of you. And we know that you worked hard. So whether you're going to trade school or taking a gap year or going to college, we're really expecting you to change the world.
We have been so impressed at your resilience in this time of chaos and your ability to find togetherness in moments of isolation. We know what you have lost is not trivial, but we also believe that when we come to the other side, you will be one of the greatest generations we have ever seen. And we can't wait to see what you will do.
From virtual learning, sleepless nights, and all the friends and memories, we're counting on you to take notes on the needs in our world and to think of where your mark is going to be. We can't wait to see the legacy you leave in our history.
Congratulations.
Greetings, majors. My name is Jovan Rogers, and I have had the pleasure of being your acting principal for the past 4 months. On behalf of our entire school staff and administrators, I would like to welcome our students, parents, extended family, friends, and honored guests to our 2020 virtual graduation and celebration. I would also like to acknowledge our school board members, elected officials, our district leaders, and our amazing staff for their unwavering support of Mount Vernon High School. Class of 2020, I've thought long and hard about the words I might use to inspire you today when you've been robbed of so much. Then I realized that you are the chosen class, the class we've watched grow over the last 13 years and our next leaders. What you have experienced has united the world in unprecedented ways. Never has a graduating class brought out so many celebrities, distinguished members of the community, family members, and neighbors to find creative ways to celebrate and salute them. Nevertheless, despite all that is going on around us, today is the day that we celebrate your victory and your tenacity. This pandemic has prepared you for whatever life throws your way, and I am confident that you, much like a marathon runner, will look behind you and think, I did that. I can't believe it, but I did it. With that, we thought a theme fitting for this resilient class of 2020 is, the race is over, but the marathon continues. As you continue in this marathon called life, we want you to harness your power to inspire us to create a tomorrow that is more compassionate, inclusive, and harmonious. I am comforted by the thought that you are our future leaders and will be the voice of change. You have the power to be our next community organizers, teachers, musicians, actors, servicemen and women, innovators of tomorrow, and perhaps one day, our president. I want you to dream. Dream so big that it scares you. And don't just be good, be great, for the enemy of great is good. Not that you're not already great, because I've done some research, majors, and you fare very well in the races while at Mount Vernon High School. While it is impossible to list all of your accomplishments because there are so many over the past 4 years, I do want to share a few highlights. First, you survived this pandemic. I think that says a lot about you. You've earned many awards for your orchestra and band performances, won regional scholastic art and writing awards. You've taken first, second, and third place in a regional science and engineering fair, created the first ever Mount Vernon High School virtual senior art show, and performed at Walt Disney World's Candlelight Processional and brought home a trophy. You also have all types of athletic accomplishments like wrestling and track championships, and of course, you were the football Gunston District champions. Congratulations. Finally, you were awarded $1,768,391 in scholarships. That is impressive. The point is, you've done well and collected many medals along the way. I want you to reflect on those proud moments and accomplishments as a source of inspiration to keep you motivated for the remainder of this race. You know there will be hills and obstacles, but don't think of them as hills and obstacles, rather mounds of opportunity. You have what it takes. You've proved that. The training you've put in the last 4 years have brought you many successes and prepared you for the next leg of the race. But I caution you to be careful in how you measure success. I recently read, if you decide to be the best in the world, remember that title passes swiftly and usually placed on you short term by others. Your success will be judged by those with whom you compete. If you choose to be the best for the world, well, the world will become your teacher, and your development will not be based on speed, competition, or trends. Your growth will be challenging, meaningful, and more importantly, lifelong. Class of 2020, in the midst of the celebrations, I implore you to take a moment to sincerely thank your families, teachers, counselors, coaches, mentors, administrators, and your entire support system. Thank them for the foundation and support and guidance they have provided you over the years to ensure you are prepared for post-secondary goals and that you've made it to this point. Now I want to thank you. Thank you in advance for the contributions you will make in the future. It has been an honor to serve as your acting principal. While I was only with you for a very short time, it was abundantly clear to me that majors, you are superstars. and you will continue to give Mount Vernon High School a reason to have that major pride. Finally, remember this. A marathon isn't a short sprint. It's going to be hard, but not impossible. You might want to stop sometimes, but don't. I want you to run life's marathon with the courage to start, the mental strength to endure life's ups and downs, and the determination to finish strong. Class of 2020, the first leg of your race is over, but the marathon continues. Congratulations, majors. Go forth and be great. Majors out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. I'm Sule Culpepper, Sub-School 4 Principal for the Class of 2020, and I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you to the commencement ceremony of Mount Vernon High School for the Class of 2020. I would like to welcome and thank all of my parents, guardians, grandparents, and all extension of the village to the Class of 2020 for helping us help each student make it to this point. Thank you for sending your very best every day to Mount Vernon High School. It is my hope that we have made you proud through the accomplishments that your child has gained over these last 4 years at Mount Vernon. Their success today is because of the support, encouragement, and love from you. So thank you. To Mrs. B, as Class of 2020 have known you for the last 4 years, thank you for the constant encouragement, listening ear, and push to every senior that walked into our sub-school. The gentle reminders to students to get to class on time, even when they kept coming in for tardy passes. Thank you for being a consistent balance of a warm smile and wisdom to our students. Now to our never-ending story, my resilient Class of 2020. August 2019, you were walking into the doors of your final year of your high school career. We had excitement in the air, seeing your peers, preparing to say your goodbyes, while filling out financial aid forms for colleges or taking the ASVAB for the military. We were looking forward to fundraising events that we've planned, the return of the Battle of the Highway basketball game against West Potomac, and even prom. I kept trying to motivate you to come to school, smile, keep your heads in the game, get to class on time, and do your best work daily. Maybe some of you got tired of hearing some of that, but myself and Mrs. B wanted to ensure that you knew how much you mattered and how much the work you did mattered. We held up your countdown to graduation in our sub-school at roughly 120 days. It seemed like a forever countdown, but it motivated some of you to work harder at that point. Then March 12th, we decided to host our teachers versus students basketball game. It was supposed to be canceled at that point, but I had asked that we move forward with the game that day because I had a feeling if we didn't hold it that night, we probably wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to reschedule it again. Some of you personally thank me for not canceling it. Not only did you all have the opportunity to beat our teachers on the basketball court, we were able to spend time with our senior class. We ended the night on a positive note, but did not return to school the next day after that, and ultimately for the rest of the school year. I was in a state of shock and disbelief, as some of you were, saddened by the fact that you wouldn't get the graduation you deserve, didn't have the proper opportunity to say your goodbyes to your teachers and friends, and our countdown to graduation was stuck at 86 days. You turned the emotions, though, into motivation slowly but surely, by ensuring that you were going to finish strong no matter what. Distance learning began, and you had the moment to reconnect, at least virtually, try to find some sense of normalcy again. It felt as though, you were expected to graduate and walk into the world of the unknown, not knowing how college, career, and technical schools will operate in the fall, or how the military will handle the enlisted soldiers, sailors, or airmen for basic training. Even as an adult, I don't have all the answers to what's going to come. Here is what I do know. You are enough. We see you, young queen. We see you, young king. Everything you need to succeed is already inside of you. You have demonstrated that already. So while you're out there in your first semester of college and you notice college students are disappearing and not coming back, keep going. Your first night in the barracks, if you feel lonely, keep going. You are bigger than your doubt. You are bigger than any circumstances. The circumstances that you face does not define you. Hopefully through this pandemic crisis, we've learned to not take things for granted. Every day is precious and we should not take anything for granted, but make the most out of it. There should be a greater appreciation now for human interaction, whether it be a hug, handshake, or high five. Pick up the phone and call and thank those who have helped you along the way. Go visit them when you can. Always show your appreciation and gratitude. Always try to keep the end goal in mind. The biggest tragedy in life is not death itself, but a lack of vision and purpose. Find your purpose, if you're unsure where to begin, start with your passion. As quoted by Denzel Washington, ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ensure that you speak truth to power. Volunteer and give back to your community. Don't forget to exercise your right to vote. The future is truly in your hands, and we look forward to the extraordinary things that you will do in the near future. I will close with a quote from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frighten us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? The race is over, but the marathon continues. Congratulations to the resilient class of 2020. Go out and do major things in a major way.
Greetings, class of 2020. My name is Norman Solomon, and many of you may know me as Alex, and I'm truly honored to be speaking to you today as your class president. Now, I know many of you were looking forward to having an in-person graduation, as was I, but with the social distancing predicament that we are currently facing, our class is sure to be remembered for this unconventional graduation along with many other successes. But before I delve into the reasons why our class is so amazing and will never be forgotten, I first want to take a moment to thank all of our wonderful teachers, staff, administrators, coaches, and most importantly, our families who have helped us all reach this immense milestone in our lives. Just as many of us have put a whole lot of time, effort, and tears into our schoolwork, our teachers have been by our side every step of the way. They've graded every single assignment that we've completed, and sometimes even the ones that were turned in a bit past the due date. We all know who we are. From kindergarten, we've had teachers who've advocated for our success and pushed us to think critically in and out of school. And for that, let's give them a virtual round of applause. Every single one of us should be so proud of how we penned one of the greatest chapters in our never-ending story. This class has produced Division I college athletes, award-winning theater productions, a back-to-back honor band title which hasn't happened in 2 decades. We've produced an astounding drill team, a popular ping pong club, an impactful toy drive for children battling cancer, a county-recognized bread drive initiative, and we've made headlines throughout the region for positive news stories impacting those at our school, our community, and beyond. Though our senior year was cut short and we missed out on some highlights and traditions set by previous classes, we can still look back and admire how far we've come. We are majors, and it is because we are majors that I am certain that we will go forth and do spectacular things with our lives and in the lives of others. Just by seeing the plans that many of you submitted on your senior Instagram account, I am truly inspired by your aspirations to serve our community, our country, and the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that we are currently facing unprecedented times. The world is quickly changing, and we are facing challenges that we have never seen before. Class of 2020, our time is right now. The world is waiting on all of us to be all we can be today so that we can solve the problems of tomorrow. Yes, life can seem pretty daunting, especially when there are so many questions and seemingly not very many answers. But now is the time for us to light our own torch as we prepare to embark on our journey into the future. When we look back on what the 2020 seniors of Mount Vernon High School did accomplish, making it through the end of senior year online and making it this far, even in the midst of a worldwide pandemic, proves now more than ever that the class of 2020 continues to write even more epic chapters in our never-ending story. I am so proud of all of you, and remember, once a major, always a major. Thank you.
Thank you for our wonderful faculty and guests thus far. I would like to welcome the students, faculty, and families to this important and yet unique moment in Mount Vernon High School's history. My name is Ariba Hamid, your 2020 class secretary, and I am genuinely honored to be speaking today towards the class of 2020, the class that was pushed the most. We are majors who went through major obstacles. We have come a long way and we worked so hard to be celebrated today. I do have to say, the moment that I stepped into Mount Vernon, I would never in a million years have thought that our senior year would be impacted so much. The media kept hitting us with more and more nerve-wracking global news, like cold winds slapping you in the face on a winter day, Australian wildfires, a possibility of World War III, and worst of all, a global pandemic that put the world in do not disturb mode. You all are probably tired of hearing the same thing over and over from adults about how sorry people feel about our situation and how strong we are for getting through these obstacles. But they're right. We are allowed to grieve what we have lost this year. We are allowed to be sad because in reality, so much was stripped from us. The 12 years of piles of homework, cramming for tests, putting together projects, and dealing with stress were all part of the intensive education that we were put through for this moment. And in the blink of an eye, it feels like we were cut off at the last minute, right when we were approaching the finish line. I remember walking into Mount Vernon High School in the fall of 2016, ready for what felt like the most important 4 years of my childhood. Over these 4 years, we joined clubs, took on sports, and volunteered countless hours. We learned new things, had new experiences, met new people, and made amazing friends during our time at Mount Vernon. We prepped for Major Fest, picked Miss Personality and Mr. Mount Vernon, practiced for International Night, cheered at football games and theater performances, danced the nights away at homecomings and proms, and every year we celebrated the seniors with smiles and big celebrations. And now it's our turn to be celebrated. From our first pep rally and on, we proudly screamed 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 at the top of our lungs, holding our heads high for this moment. We had pride in our year, the beginning of a new decade, and we still do. Although life keeps throwing obstacles at us, we are strong enough to keep going. My favorite word these past 4 years has been the word persistence. I feel like it embodies the class of 2020. The difficulties that school and life threw at us just made us stronger individuals. We continue to dream and aim high because we still have persistence. Even in quarantine, we continue to persist, finding ways to communicate with friends and families even though we cannot see them in person, trying not to give up the connections that we have made. We persisted through 12 years of public education, 4 years of high school, and for some of us, we persisted through really hard or unique classes, honors, dual enrollment, AP, IB. We challenged ourselves, pushed through all-nighters and final exams. We complained with friends and laughed our frustrations away with jokes. We persisted. As we approach a new chapter in our lives, I hope that wherever we are a year from now, we can continue to aim high and always push ourselves to be the best we can be. Because we are majors, we are fighters, and we will persist.
Mount Vernon High School class of 2020. When they say I never thought this day would come, they really meant it. These past 4 years have been really long, but it's a great honor to be speaking to you today. In light of our last few months together being cut short, I'd like to share with you a story about adversity. It starts with talking about one of my favorite people in the world, my dad, because he has definitely had his fair share of adversity. He was born with cerebral palsy, and he wasn't able to walk until the age of 5, and he lost most of his hearing a couple years later. There's one story about him that always resonates with me. It was Christmas of 1965, and all of the kids were running around with their toys, and my dad was stuck on the couch, just as happy as his brothers in a full body cast, which he had on for a year. This is quite representative of how he taught me to deal with adversity. He doesn't let it define him, and he doesn't let it get in the way of his happiness or success. He does this by remaining focused on what is good rather than what is bad. Everyone listening today will likely face some serious adversity in their life, like a pandemic during your senior year of high school. And while none of us could have predicted this, it's important for us to remain focused on all the positive parts of our high school experience, like friendships, district championships, memories, new school records and clubs, football games, dances, or the frozen yogurt machine that magically appeared during our junior year. I would say that all of these memories definitely outshine all the bad ones. Every experience has both good and bad, but what matters is what you put your focus on. Together as a class, we have been through and accomplished a lot. With that being said, everyone here today has faced their own adversities, big or small, to have that cap and gown and say that you have graduated. You have put in the hard work, time, and dedication to get to the point where you are today. It is a tremendous accomplishment just to be here, and everyone listening should be very proud of themselves. I hope you take these words and go through the rest of your life remembering that even if everyone around you is running around and you're stuck in a full body cast, you can still smile and enjoy the ride, and it doesn't define you or your success. Thank you.
You step out onto the soft, fuzzy grass. You look up. You see bright blue sky. You breathe. In, opportunity. Out, doubt, failure, and worry. You're wearing your favorite outfit. Blue collar, black slats, and of course your trusty old boots. You pick yourself up out of the mud, and you work and work and work until you strike gold in America. You've provided yourself with legacy and secured your family. The American dream doesn't look like that anymore. It looks like the black kid from a single-parent household who the metrics say won't graduate high school. It looks like the first-generation college student. It looks like the student who worked and went to high school every day just to support their family. It looks like the student who survived off free and reduced lunch. It looks like us, the class of 2020. It looks like a glorious tapestry woven by our individual voices, our hardships, our struggles. It looks like having a virtual graduation because a virus has put the world on lockdown. It sounds like a terrible tapestry, but the best art is created through tragedy. Let the voices of the class of 2020 be heard. Let our stories echo throughout the world. Let us create change and love. We are the best representation of the American dream revised. No longer is it a pick yourself up by your bootstrap story, but is the hope and opportunity inside of the graduating class of 2020. You step into the halls of Mount Vernon High School. You look up at a ceiling that may or may not be missing pieces. You breathe. In, love, out, self-expression. You're wearing the outfit of your choice. You smile, you laugh, You build a revised dream, a new America. Thank you.
Violetta Ofori Obwaji, Anthony Xavier Alvarado, Carmen Belen Alvarez Villagrana, Belinda Siwa Amwako, Simon Anyan Amwako, Josiah Damari Arnett, Janelle Pastor Arquiza, Natalie Agiewa Ba, Mackenzie Ray Barksdale, Nasir Elijah Thomas Barnes, Leslie Teresita Barrera Lopez, Michelle Kodua Baswa, Paula Guadalupe Barrios, Isra Noor Bilal, JC Nolberta Blanco Hernandez, Jeremiah Nkrumah Boateng, Omar Saiku Boyero, Madeline Alexa Bonilla, Jordan Blair Bracey, Karen Bray, Derek Breffo Sarpong, Kanan Lewis Bryant, Devontae Allen Bryant, Keely McCandlish Bryant, Abner Renee Burgos Melendez, Xiomara Adonaya Bird, Louise Marie Byrne, Andrew Zachary Cabana, Joshua Lee Caldwell, Imani Elizabeth Campbell, Dana Sahori Carbajal, Emily Isabel Carrillo Tercios, Joseph Daniel Cardy, Michael Anthony Chandler, Jenny Jasmine Chicas Guzman, Annabelle Agnes Chilton, Owen Sito Chong, Kyle Amarion Clark, Jacob Charles Coakley, Traynell Gurjuan Cozy, Yari Tiffany Cuellar Melgar, Sherry May Cyrus, Anthony Jerome Daniel, Daniel Gino Danso, Austin James Day, Jason Alexander De Lao, Rochelle De Leon, Emilia DeSico Leah, Nicholas Abusejo del Rosario, Sena Becana de Rasa, Rachel Renee DeVille, Leah Elaine Dobson, Sierra Elizabeth Dooley, Joshua William Michael Dow, Nicole Lynn Duchesne, Yisak Yesef Ibrahim, Abigail Marie Edmiston, Kelsey Michelle Emer, Ashani Marie Elamin, Jose Abel Estrada Portillo, Biniam Solomon Fanta, Xavier Manuel Farmer, Hamad Farouk, Zaina Fatima, Gameli Ben Fenuku, Lynette Ferrafino Salazar, Marissa Yasmin Flores, Jalen Lakeith Foster, Richwell Denise Lumba Frianiza, Samuel Alejandro Fuentes Casiano, Jalen Wesley Fuller, Emily Jasmine Garbla, Gianni Albertini Gomes, Emily Gianella Gomez Ponce, Nicole Sandra Gonzalez, Oliver William Grant, Jashawn Alexander Griffin, Willow Rain Gritzmaker, Kayla Nicole Gutierrez, Abigail Jesse, Hannah Afria Gayeki, Bradley John Hales, Nathaniel Yang Hales, Ariba Hamid, Jaden Savion Harris, Ileana Isabella Hernandez, Ann Teresa Hood, Ishan Eamon Hudson, Ashton Danae Hurst, Sahir Nisa Hussein, Isaiah Cantrell Jackson, Vincent Elijah Jackson, Chanel Ardell Jones, Darius Jalen Jones, Ahmad Rashad Karimi, Hope Joan Marie King, Zev Logan Knudsen, Sylvia Antoinette Kramer, Rayana Ronique Letts, Ian Patrick Logar, Nayeli Jarexi Lopez Agosto, Sivante Robbie Danielle Magwood, Helen Stephanie Maravilla Quinteros, Herman Josue Marquez Sorto, Ingrid Mariela Martinez Mendoza, Kelly Eileen Martinez Romero, Eric Alexander Medrano Canales, Anthony Nicholas Mejia, Madeline Gabriela Mejia Ayala, Rolando Sahid Mejia Matute, Adam Sebastian Mendez, Natniel Murgia, Catherine Lorena Marino Pineda, Manaya Shanice Miffin, Christina Million, Courtney Yvonne Mitchell, Rashida B. Mohammed, Nathaniel Jose Montero, Michelle Beatriz Morales, Abigail Ayumi Morris, Ashanti Farah Muhammad, Tracy Onyekachi Muoto, Ammon Carl Newell, Barakia Nunez Hernandez, Jennifer Lee O'Brien, Eve Isabel Okonski, Joseph Oleimka Olamide Elias, Jamie Veronica Oriana Iglesias, Monica Gabriela Orozco Gonzalez, Jaron Yvonne Otero Rock, Claudia Veronica Parada Membreno, Amara Lauren Park, Danielle Marie Paul, Jose Giovanni Paz Funes, Brianna Mercedes Pennington, Hannah Josephine Perkins, Jaden LaSalle Perry, Denya Jaylene Portillo, Angelia Faith Purdy, Adrian Joseph Ramirez, Stephanie Sarai Ramirez, Elias Benjamin Ramirez Garcia, Carolee Lisbeth Ramirez Silva, Samuel Adam Renzi, Carlos Jose Reyes, Jason Allen Reyes, Jordy Leonard Reyes, Cece Yesenia Reyes, Emi Elida Rivas, Rebecca Marina Rivas, Brisdini Roxana Rivera Rodriguez, Russell Jake Robani, Sarah Elizabeth Robles, Weston Ogilvy Rogers, Elijah Corey Rucker, Kyle Edward Ryan, Matthew Maurice Salgado, Amber Isabel Sanchez, Hilda Melanie Sanchez Hernandez, Hakeem Omandi Sanfo, Imari Tariq Saunders, Laura Catherine Schmeckel, Abigail Danae Schnapp, Lillian Maria Serrano, Gavin Baylor Shaw, Brittany Rochelle Shires, Gian Miguel Bombase Shasat, Thomas Lorenzo Smith, Crystal Solano, Norman Alexander Solomon, Cyrus Manuel Soto, Tiana Starr Stevens Bellamy, Ethan Stewart Swanson, Nisha Onia Taylor, Sarah Elaine Thrapp, Travian Alexander Tolbert, Nathaniel Brando Caballero Torino, Jayon Michael Turner, Isaiah Ezekiel Villagomez, Reagan Alicia Waters, Josiah Marsai Pl Watson, Emerald Caitlin Wendland, Craig Allen Wilson, Aaliyah Tajane Wise, Jalen Christian Wooten, Efrata Ayalu Worku, Jasmine Nakia Wright, Anthony Richard Young, Nasli Jasat Zorto Cruz,
Will the Mount Vernon High School class of 2020 please stand? By the virtue of the authority vested in me as principal of Mount Vernon High School, by the law of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the governing regulations and policies of the Virginia State Department of Education and the Fairfax County School Board, I hereby confirm that the seniors of the class of 2020 whose names have been presented to me are now graduates.
Graduates, at this time, please move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Mount Vernon High School graduated class of 2020. Congratulations, majors.